Hello, my beautiful butterflies. Welcome to Heart Space Atelier. I'm Henry. I'm your host. Hello, hello, hello. I hope you're all having the most magical, blessed day. Today, I want to talk about something that is very dear to my heart, and I wish somebody would have told me this a couple of years ago when I felt this exact thing not really being true within my heart yet. Okay? So I want to talk about doing the damn thing, especially when you do not feel ready, especially when you feel like, oh my god, how could I possibly do it right now? I don't have all of my ducks in a row. Type shit. We've all been there, and trust me, I come from a long personal history of not doing things simply because I did not feel ready. I remember when I was like 10 years old, I had these coloring books that my friend inspired me to get them at the time. And she always had like one coloring book and she would finish every single painting in there and then she would move on and get the next one. I, on the other hand, I had like 5 different coloring books scattered around my desk, and in each one I would like pick one side and just like kind of start it and not even finish that painting. And I recently sat down and I remembered this exact image in my head. I was like, oh my goodness, of course it took me so long to be consistent, to learn consistency, and to learn that it is safe for me to finish something before I move on to the next thing. So this is a heartfelt vocal message to my inconsistent queens out there. This is a heartfelt deep dive to my inconsistent baddies who never know what to do with themselves, who depend on their motivation levels, who just are very foreign to the concept of consistency. And for me, consistency has been a really, really, really big thing, especially this year and last year with starting my jewelry brand, etoilescharms, which is, by the way, what I'm wearing right now. Okay, I'm wearing the newest creation. I love her so much. Radiating heart space energy. And just kind of figuring all of that out, I have to stay so consistent and deeply devoted to it, which, I show up for it every day. I figure everything out myself. It's a one-man show? It's a one-man show here. I do all of this shit myself. I do my jewelry brand myself. I do my podcast myself. I do my social media myself. I show up every single day. I show up. And I used to have a YouTube career a couple of years ago. Okay. I don't know if any of you remember, if any of you from that era are still watching me right now. Hello. Welcome. OG baddies. I love you. Thank you so much. I used to post a lot of like tarot readings and I was very consistent with it until one day I just like wasn't feeling it anymore. And I just kind of abandoned it. And it was around that time, it was like 4 years ago. Around that time, I abandoned it and I stopped being consistent was actually the time I saw incredible progress. I had gotten more personal readings booked. I had a couple of videos gain bigger numbers. I had a lot more people reach out to me. And in that exact moment, I, for some reason, decided to abandon my craft. Which, come to think of it now, years later, I realize why I did that. Because my body did not feel safe living out my dream life back then. It did not feel safe. All these numbers, all these strangers, all these people reaching out to me, even though it was mainly 99% positive, it did not feel safe. And that's a twisted thing about our mental space, about our subconscious, about our body responding to success. We have to ease our way into it, and we have to kind of like linger within the feeling of feeling uncomfortable, because all of a sudden all these people are watching, you know? And I'm really glad to say that I healed this visibility wound, because this year especially, I have been blowing up a lot on Instagram, which I enjoy so much. Instagram has become my soul space. Like, I post on there every day. I always share messages straight from my heart, and it is just so exciting to see that people are resonating with it. And I recently had a video gain like 500,000 views or something. And it felt like the most normal thing. And I even, obviously, when you go viral, you will have people telling you some shit sometimes, which I am not a stranger to anymore. I've had people say certain things which honestly I really do take with humor, and this just really shows that I really did heal that visibility wound, because I think 4 years ago, I know 4 years ago, I would be sitting down, like having this really eerie feeling in my stomach because I had this one hate comment. Like, this used to be my reality back then, okay? Like, I remember it was like in the morning, and I was getting ready to film like a tarot reading. And before that, I checked like my notifications, and I saw this really mean comment. And at that time, I almost let myself be kept away from filming that day because of that comment. Like, I was insane. Okay? But I didn't. I still kept going, and I recorded what I wanted to record that day. And that video, actually, I distinctively remember, got a lot more views than my usual ones. Now imagine I had kept myself just because of that stupid ass comment. That's insane. You agree, that's insane, right? So we have to challenge ourselves, and we have to be so consistent to a point where our body will like register this reality of creating our dream lives as the new norm. Okay? For example, ever since December 2025, it has been 7 months now that I have been posting on social media every single day. I post on Instagram every single fucking day. Before that, it was TikTok, but then in March, I was like, let's switch things up. So I'm posting on both these platforms daily. And at some point, your body, your subconscious even, will start to realize that it is not scary, it is not a threat to your survival. You building your dream life may feel like a threat to your survival at first, but as you continue, as you keep going, you will realize, like, actually, no, I'm so safe. And I swear to you, there's nothing that you have to heal first before creating what you want to create, before putting yourself out there. A lot of people are like, oh, I have to heal this wound first. I have to like become stronger. Honey, you only heal this visibility wound by doing it. Otherwise, you will never heal it. If you let this visibility wound dictate your whole life, you are never going to put yourself out there, because being ready is an illusion. You cannot wait until you feel ready. You have to jump into the cold waters, rip the band-aid off, and that is when the healing is actively going to start happening and going to be set into motion. Okay? Glad we got that covered. So really ask yourself, what is it that you have to do? What is it that you deeply want to do, that you have to do, that you're scared of? Is it posting song covers? Is it posting also like on Instagram, TikTok, social media, whatever? Is it posting YouTube videos? Like, you have to put yourself out there, because I remember a billion years ago when I posted my first YouTube video, okay? I was so insecure, I was so scared. And that visibility wound was very much active. However, the more I kept going, the more I became more comfortable. Because right now I'm sitting here, like, I'm not feeling any, like, resistance to speaking or to express myself or, like, take up fucking space. I do not care. I do not care. And it feels fucking great, okay? I have never cared less in my life of how people perceive me. And I think I still do have like some way to go to like fully expand myself and like fully be crazy and like be insane on camera. But like for now, for what it's worth, I feel fucking great. And I love taking up space. And listen, there's always going to be a part of you on some level, on some micro or macro level, that is going to feel like, oh my God, I do care about what people think of me. It's natural. It's in our DNA because we're social creatures, okay? So we do care about how we are perceived and received by our peers. However, it should really only be this small. It should really only be this small. It shouldn't be this big. It is unnatural. So you deciding to declare that you are a shy person and that you do not like taking up space and that you are having an issue with putting yourself out there, that is not your nature. That is some toxic ass programming. It is not your nature. This is not how you came onto this earth. You came onto this earth being very comfortable with taking up space, asking for your needs, and putting yourself out there. That is why children are so fucking free. Because they do not care. And then society kind of took over and was like, honey, no. No. You're gonna make yourself small, and we are going to program you into the smallest fucking version of yourself. And this is where the issue starts. This is where it starts. And you have to actively remember that this is not your nature. Your visibility wound is not your fucking nature. It is programming. It is toxic programming. Society hacked you into a much more downgraded version of yourself, and you owe it to yourself to do some reprogramming yourself and get the fuck out of there. Understood. Like, for example, another story with my jewelry brand, etoilescharms. This means so much to me. Putting my jewelry on every day means so much to me. And I recently posted a reel about this, explaining why I created this brand in the first place and what the origins are, what the lore is. And the lore is basically, I started wearing like jewelry and necklaces and stuff when I was like 17 with intention, because I had some opponents, I had some ops at work, and I remember pulling up to work with this huge ass obsidian necklace. Like, it was like huge, okay? Like, there's this one meme with this girl wearing this like huge evil eye, and people were like, damn, who are her ops? Like, what's going on here? Like, that was me. Okay, so I started like deeply believing in the art of wearing jewelry or like even your clothes or like anything with intention, you know? And it came to a point where I was like I want to expand my horizons, like business-wise, and I feel this though so deeply, like I'm meant to create, okay? And creation shows up in so many different forms, you know, like I sing, I write, I paint, I dance. And beginning of this year, I was like, oh my God, I have to create jewelry. I love crystals. I love wearing jewelry intentionally, so I had to do it. I had to fucking do it. But then came the limiting belief that no one's gonna care. That everyone's gonna look at your jewelry and think it's super ugly. Even though, from the very beginning, I looked at my jewelry, I looked at the jewelry I made, and I was like, oh my god, that is so beautiful. But for some reason, I still had resistance. Also, the sun is coming out like crazy. Wow. I had resistance to believing that other people would find it beautiful as well. But guess what? This is so important. Okay, if you take away anything from this podcast episode, it is so important for you to take this. A lot of the times, people are going to see the magic in your creations so much more than you do. I have made the biggest sales on my jewelry brand with pieces that I wasn't even fully, wholeheartedly convinced that they're incredible. I just thought they were great. They're cute. And those pieces were exactly the type of pieces that the people seem to enjoy the most. You know? I remember the Chain of Love. The Chain of Love, which this is kind of like Chain of Love 2.0. Okay, I love her. If you're seeing this and you check my website, I think it's already most likely up. Okay, I'm gonna be putting this up today. Up for sale. And the Chain of Love, I really liked her. She was cute, but she, in my opinion, wasn't on the same level as some of the other necklaces I had already released at that point. However, other people seem to resonate with the energy of the Chain of Love necklace so much more than I did. It is not up for you to judge your art. It is not up to you. You just have to put it out there. You guys know Mac DeMarco? I think that is his name. I hope I said it right, okay? He released like an album with like 1,000 songs, I think, like 2 years ago, if I remember correctly. That is the level of space you have to take up. You have to stop giving a fuck. Because what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? You have so much magic within you. And in those thousands of songs, people discovered them and loved so many of them. So many. You cannot let yourself be guided by your visibility wound. You have to go against it. Rip the band-aid off. It's gonna be scary at first, but you have to do it. That is the only way you will arrive at your dream life. Okay? I had to go through it. The greatest people of all time had to go through it. The greatest people of all time. Like Lana Del Rey. How did she feel on her first time getting up on stage? Or the first SNL performance? You know? Or how did Addison Rae feel after her rebranding? The first time she was on stage. As a newly, incredibly created artist persona. Or like Lady Gaga. Or whoever the fuck. I do not think they felt super cozy and comfortable on that stage. But if you want to achieve great things, you have to act great. And acting great is going against the stream of your visibility wound. Thank you very much. I may just create a course on this, actually. Because I have so much more to say on this. Anyway. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast episode. I had such fun recording this. And you know what the funny thing is? Like, before I sat down here, I did not even know what I was going to be talking about. Like, I just hit the record button and I was like, universe, just fucking channel through me. So I'm glad we got that covered. Also, if you would like to shop etoilescharms, look at the description box. The website link is there, etoilescharms.com. I recently just put out this like fairy core drop of jewelry. So we have a lot of more jewelry on there than ever before. And I am in the process of creating more and more. So if you're seeing this, most likely the newest jewelry is already up there. It is so fulfilling and it is so much fun. I love it so much. And I'm also figuring out how the fuck I can finally start shipping worldwide, aka like literally everywhere. For now, we have got Europe covered. We have got the United Kingdom covered. We have got the USA covered. But like, I so deeply want to be able to ship everywhere. So I'm figuring it out. And I know a lot of people have already been reaching out to me being like, hey, are you shipping to India? Hey, are you shipping to Asia? And listen, I promise you, pinky promise. Pinky up. No, that was cringy. Actually, I love the song. It's not cringy. Pinky fucking up. Okay? Pinky promise that I'm working on it. I'm working on it. It's a one-man show. So please have patience, but trust me, I'm fucking working on it. And I will be getting there. Anyway, and if you've already purchased a piece from etoilescharms, I just want to say thank you so much. You mean the world to me. And I recently, actually it was yesterday, I created a business Instagram account for etoilescharms. So if you want to keep up with that, you feel free to follow it at etoilescharms. And yeah, so I'm going to be busy for the next 7 days moving. Maybe next week you will finally see that new location. I don't know. We're going to see. Anyway, I love you so much. And I hope you have the juiciest day. I hope you go for your dreams. I hope you go against the fear of your visibility wound. Because only then you can fulfill your dream life prophecy. I love you. Bye-bye.